Hello there, my beautiful collectives out there. Welcome to my channel, Astro Cheryl, and this is your forecast for December 2025. Okay, we're moving on into a new year, and the new era continues. Yes, it does. Things are changing rapidly. On a collective level, we can see where we're making more technological improvements. I'm not going to get too much involved with what's going on with the world because it's a lot to take in. And I'm sure all of you out there can see the news, you can see the Instagram and those sites where that information will show up. But what I am going to talk about is what's happening for December and how we're moving into this new year. Okay? So let me put my glasses on. The first thing we have is another. We had one last month, and we have one again in December. The super full moon, but this time it's in the sign of Gemini. Okay, and this is about your communication, all forms of it, and how you speak your truth. Okay, so just know things that are words or communication or how you convey information to others may no longer be serving you. And this is something that, we have to let go of. All right? So we have this super full moon on the 4th, okay? And it starts on the Pacific side at 3:14 p.m. And this is in like California area, okay? And on the 10th, Neptune stations direct at that critical degree of 29 in the sign of Pisces. And Pisces is a healing energy. It is a spiritual energy, and it's also the last sign of the zodiac. So it has a lot of possibilities for us to end some karmic cycles here. And this is the last time or the last pass that Neptune will be in Pisces. It'll be moving into Aries where there's a whole new cycle happening in 2026. Okay? So December, this month, is the last phase of our recalibration with Neptune stationing direct. Okay? Neptune enters Aries at 0 degrees on January the 26th. So this is going to be a whole new scenario. Okay, let's just put it like that for now. Okay, and on December the 17th, Mercury moves out of its shadow. It's been in retrograde in Sagittarius. And on the 19th, the new moon is in Sagittarius, and this happens at 5:43 p.m. And Venus moves into Capricorn on the 24th. Okay, so there is more happening in the skies than what I'm speaking to, but I'm condensing the information here because, we could be talking on one on December for I don't know how long, and I don't have a whole lot of recording time for that. Okay, so just enjoy your experience no matter what that experience is, okay? Because this is all about growth and taking steps into change. And we all have to, you know, make a decision or make a choice as to whether we want to change or if we want to just sit in where we are comfortable. All right? So I'm going to see you on the other side. So be there. Hello to my beautiful Pisces collectives out there. Welcome to my channel, Astro Cheryl. And this is your monthly forecast for December 2025. This is the last forecast for the year. And I'm looking forward to 2026 to see what's in store. So, for me, I did an intro about the highlights for the month. And for you, I'm going to just jump right into your forecast. I've had problems trying to record your forecast. And so I've had to go through this, like this is the second go round, and the in between, I had to, work through some difficulties, but I think I'm on track now and I can get this information out to you. Okay, so on the 4th of December, we have a super full moon and the last super full moon in this year, and it's at 13 degrees of Gemini, and this is happening in your fourth house of home, family, your private life, your ancestry, and real estate is here. Your parents as well, because they're part of the ancestral history. Okay, so you may feel a strong need to articulate your feelings and needs concerning your home life and family relationships here. You may have to make some decisions about your living situation, family dynamics, or how your home life connects to your career. Okay, your career is in the 10th house, which is opposite of the 4th. All right. You may find yourself analyzing past patterns in your family life or creatively reframing your feelings about your roots. Okay, so this could be, an opportunity. It is an opportunity because, the super full moon is shedding light on some things that are in question. And this is something that is coming up to the surface so you can recognize what you need and what you are ready to release. Okay? So on the 8th, we have Mars in Sagittarius squaring Saturn in Pisces. Now, before we get into this, we have two squares that's happening in the same place. Okay? This one that I'm speaking of is the first one, and then on the 14th, we'll have the second one. Okay, and squares are considered conflict and areas of growth. Okay, these are the places where we really have to work at trying to be better. So that's why the tension or the conflict exists so that we can have a workaround. Okay, you have to recognize you, okay, in the situation and how you want to express. Do you want to continue to express things the way you've always have, or do you want to, learn and grow from and do things differently so you don't have to experience these squares in the manner that we're experiencing them in now? Okay, so this is up to you, but I'm handing you this information. Okay, so the tension here is between your desire for bold, professional action and feelings of restriction or self-doubt. Okay, so the restrictions and self-doubt has to do with Saturn in Pisces, because Saturn is restrictive, okay? And he has limitations. And again, that feeling Pisces energy, can have some self-doubt because it's not, Saturn and Pisces don't always fit in together, but it's something that has to happen. Okay, so actions taken to advance your career may be met with resistance, or you may feel blocked by your internal fears or any external limitations there. Okay, so then on the 14th, we have Mars in Sagittarius squaring Neptune in Pisces. So to have both of these squares here is going to create, more confusion, because Neptune is going to create that confusion on its own, and you may not see things as they truly are when Neptune is operating. Okay, so this again is happening in your 10th house and your first house. Your 10th house, and I didn't express that in the first one, but your 10th house is your house of public reputation, your career, authority figures, and your coworkers. And your first house is how others see you. This is your house of self, how you are viewed, and how you see yourself, or how you present yourself. Okay? So this tension here is between your desire for assertive public action and a sense of disillusionment or confusion. Okay? And that's about yourself, because this is disillusion is happening in your first house to you. Okay, those are your feelings there. So your drive for assertive career success is met with internal confusion and the potential loss of personal direction, and that can happen, because Neptune and Pisces, they are boundless energies. And sometimes we spread ourselves thin with other people. So we have to learn how to set boundaries and collect ourselves and know what it is that we want to do and what it is that we can do. That's what the boundaries are all about, setting your boundaries and staying put, when it comes to here is, about your career or how you want to be seen, okay? So sometimes you just have to, be patient, sit it out. And a lot of times with Neptune, it's in Pisces, it's, meditation helps. Neptune is fond of music or playing instruments. So those are some of the things that you can do to make a positive, make this tension more positive for you at this time. Okay, so you may sense that your professional ambitions don't align with your personal values, or that public expectations are overwhelming, which, like I said, that's that confusion that you can, work around. So you put that energy into something that Pisces and Neptune likes to be a part of. Okay, so on the 15th, we have Mars entering Capricorn, and this is a good place for Mars. It likes being in Capricorn, and this is happening in your 11th house. And your 11th house is about your social connections, memberships, hopes and wishes, friend groups, and these are larger groups of people. Okay, so here you may feel a stronger need to build friendships based on shared long-term goals and a sense of mutual commitment. and duty. Your social activities may become more structured. It's a good time for joining or leading professional organizations, social clubs, or groups. A clear purpose and a structured that have a clear purpose or a structured hierarchy. Because, it's in Capricorn, and Capricorn is always putting in the time and the effort to climb the, corporate ladder. Okay, so on the 17th, we have Mercury in Sagittarius. And Mercury is moving out of its shadow here, and this is happening in your 10th house of career, your public reputation and image. So you may be more talkative, enthusiastic, because it's in Sagittarius, and opinionated in your professional life. You may be eager to take on projects that allow you to share your knowledge and wisdom. People's views of you are optimistic, adventurous, and eager to learn. You may become a mentor or a professional teacher at some point. And this could be, something that you're looking at because, it's in Mercury, and Mercury moves fast into another sign before you know it. So it may not be lasting, but it might be something that is in your big picture space, okay? And it could be lighting up. So on the 19th, we have the new moon at 28, at 28 degrees of Sagittarius. And this is happening in your 10th house as well. So this new moon is a powerful time to set your intentions. Don't forget that. This transit encourages you to set bold, ambitious goals for your professional path. Think about how to incorporate more adventure or new perspectives into your work. And again, that's because it's in the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is expansive, freedom loving, adventurous, and want the truth as well. And take a risk to stand up for your career related ideas or ambitions. This is a time to establish a new direction for your career and make practical adjustments to make it more fulfilling, okay? So on the 21st, we have the sun entering Capricorn, and this is happening in your 11th house of memberships, the large groups, social connections. You may likely connect with people who can help with your professional goals, making new contacts in settings related to your career. You may have an opportunity to take on leadership roles within a group or organization. Now, on the 24th, we have Venus entering Capricorn, and this is in your 11th house. Okay? So during this time, you may have a desire for commitment and a more responsible approach to friendships and social connections, with the possibility for a partner to come from your friends or your social networks. That's Venus for you. You may be seeking stability in friendships, a serious approach to social planning, and the potential for romance to develop within a group setting. Can occur here. And, with Venus and Capricorn, this is more, regimented. So it's not always fun, Venus and Capricorn, because Venus and, Capricorn is so serious and so down to earth and sluggish. However, Venus is looking for, someone with the qualities of stability and someone who can have some shared goals as well and can set boundaries. So for you, Pisces risings, that would be a good thing because, with this Venus and Capricorn energy, it can help you, set your boundaries and keep them. okay, because you have someone who can, let you know when you're leaving your boundaries, okay? But that's a good thing to know. So anyway, this is your forecast for December 2025, and I look forward to seeing you in January of 2026. And until then, bye for now.